It's week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see Jordan Love. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Redwoods and the Lumberjacks under the lights on Sunday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very...
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here in the booth.
This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football. And I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. Now, we have an injury, and it's Nick Chubb, who missed nearly the entire 2023 season. Prescott on first down. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Metcalf makes the grab again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's going to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Really nice throw. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the 1 interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
He finds the big tight end. That's Gerald Everett. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the receiver get through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A second down throw for Love. Now screen set up for Harris. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man, Demario Douglas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on second down, Love. This one finds Lockett down the left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he'll get about 5. On second down, Love. He has Lockett over the middle. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. From the gun, it's Love. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Love. He pulls it in around the 5.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about, so they got to continue to ride the...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown Redwoods. So with that score, he's into double digits. 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. You don't see that too often from a quarterback. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Redwoods move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Lumberjacks offense ready to see the football for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott now. Oh, he pumps up the football. The defense has it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Well, we know this defense was #1 ranked overall coming into the game, and they are just adding to it with the performance here in the first half. And this time, Greg, they put 6 points on the board with the fumble return for touchdown.
Yeah, and Mike, you know, when we talk about the top-ranked defense, we know they're going to be stingy with the amount of yards they give up. But it's often the takeaways that separate you. And in this case, not only are they able to take the ball away, they're able to take it back for 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lumberjacks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Prescott. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
A 1st down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Open man is Hopkins. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 14-3 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Give up the middle to the big back, Dillon. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Right back to Dillon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. It's another go with Dillon. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 yards. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operate from the gun. Here's Dak. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So on fourth down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Redwoods offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9. Here's Love to throw. That's Lockett downfield. He's got it. And will mark him down up beyond the 30.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting the third down, as the game unfolds.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll put Everett in motion here. Throwing is Love. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. Here's Love. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lumberjacks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He's going to run it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for him. out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Redwoods offense is ready to see what they can do. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Harris. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. To throw is Love. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
They'll put Everett in motion here. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A run. Here's Harris. And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A pass taken in by Harris. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll put Everett in motion here. Love to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Love. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Love. This throw taken in by Hurst. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Back to throw is Love. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Redwoods going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Lumberjacks offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
As halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. On comes the punter now, as he is on to kick it away. Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football, as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this pick. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Redwoods offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Kadarius Toney, the intended target for that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll put Everett in motion here. On the ground, this is Harris. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw is Love. Pass completed to Douglas. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. On 2nd down, Love. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. This has been bizarre. from second and a mile. A huge gain, but still short of a first down. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now Love. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. It's second down. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. Catch made right side by Thomas. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Prescott. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On play action, here's Dak. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbounds. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Zone read, and it's a give to Dillon. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. So Kittle comes in motion. A give. Here's Dillon. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lumberjacks are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's going to keep it himself. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Love. That'll be batted down. And incomplete. He was trying to get that to Najee Harris. And it'll be second down. They'll put Everett in motion here. A second down throw for Love. A throw on the move is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. We'll try to run for it with Harris. And the drive will continue. Good run down to the 44 and a first down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's complete to lock it outright. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed perfection, and they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
They'll run with Harris. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Throwing is Love. He's got his big tight end, Gerald Everett. Touchdown, Redwoods. It's his second touchdown of the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back A.J. Dillon making their way back out there. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Dillard. And a good run there on second down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is what we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
That's fielded out the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now it's Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Give it to Harris again. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks. Give up the middle to Harris. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll put Everett in motion here. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. A run with Harris. Punting time for the Redwoods, set to kick it away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. running here is Dillon. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Right back to Dillon. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Before the kick, we get a timeout taken by the return team. Pringle now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Lockett brings it in out wide. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. A throw on the run is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
That 1st and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away?
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Najee Harris, touchdown Redwoods. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
What they're looking at here is the spot of the football. Always tricky to get this exactly right, but it only takes a few inches to make a big impact. So slow this down, find a landmark on the field, and determine where the spot should be. So that challenge, a successful one. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Good blocking, and he's in. Jordan Love, touchdown Redwoods. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Redwoods will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Prescott. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll throw again. Dak. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Prescott again. We'll try to set up the screen to Dillon. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. To the air again. Prescott. He's going to run it. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a first down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to tuck it and go.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked.
And he will get into the end zone. Tutu Atwell. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
He runs with it, and he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Again, Prescott to the air. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And the Redwoods will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The home team's offense and veteran Tyler Lockett getting ready to get back to work. And this game really just illustrates how important home field is in the NFL. On paper, this didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll be one of the biggest surprises around the league this weekend. And that'll give them lots of room. Out of bounds, up beyond the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Another run here with Harris. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now a second timeout called by the defense. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. On second down, a run with Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 9. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Another try, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night, everybody.